You were at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for a marvelous stroke, with an exclamation point. Rant about a new anime movie called Blackfox. If you're too bored by the movie and can't sit through it, then rant about how people just give praise to a movie or anime just because they have good animation, despite the movie or anime having no emotional weight, character, and just generally being generic as shit. Just go to Sakaguboru, you shithead. So I was originally going to make some kind of video talking about this, like a vlog or a podcast, because I watched it with May, and we enjoyed it a lot. Honestly, I mean, yes, the main reason is that the animation is great, but the animation is fucking great. Like, there's tons of amazingly choreographed fight scenes, beautifully drawn animation, with character designs that are really nice and striking and are fun to watch fight. You know, like, I'm a huge action fan. Like, seeing a good fight scene is something very important to me. It's not just a matter of the fact that the animation is good, it's that it's an awesome fight, and there are plenty of movies that I'll watch just for the fights. And so, I made this video a couple years ago about Sword of the Stranger, talking about, maybe that was only a year and a half ago, talking about how most of the movie sucks, and the only real part that you should watch is the end, because there's a couple of decent fights leading up to it, but they're very short, and they're nothing all that special in terms of choreography. They're a little bit confusing, and only the ending fight is truly spectacular and worth watching. And you could argue that Blackfox is only worth, watching the fights on Sakaguboru, but that would be worth its existence to me easily. But I enjoyed the plot and characters. I liked that we got to watch the main character grow up from being a little kid, essentially, to being, a teenage anime protagonist. I liked that it was basically a superhero origin story that obviously is meant to be continued. The fact that it essentially tells the same story as the original Nanoha, but with just much better writing and pacing. I wouldn't say it's as interesting or as memorable as Nanoha, and maybe even comparing those would give some interesting insights into why Nanoha has remained so iconic, because its ideas are just so kind of out there. But it's a very similar plot, especially the relationship of the two main girls who eventually become friends and, abscond to do cool shit in the future. But I also really appreciated the sort of power level scaling of the main character, how, when she's a kid, she's already a badass, but that just means that she's ridiculous by the time she's older, that because she has these tragic moments in her past, she becomes her own person, sort of. When she's a kid, all she cares about is training and just kind of being the best she can, but after these dramatic moments happen, then she kind of becomes her own person and develops more of an identity. Not that was super well written or anything, or well played up. And again, this movie is not crazy memorable. I mean, granted, I had no idea what I had no idea what to expect, other than it would look good, and that I believe it was 3 Hertz, right? Or I think it's the same team who did Princess Principal, who's working on this, and it gave me a lot of vibes of that, which was also a show I greatly enjoyed. This one didn't have as unique of a setting, but I thought that it was a compelling superhero origin story that I would like to see continued. And I thought this was a great release format just because it allowed for this level of visual spectacle that is honestly very impressive. So I'd like more.